Welcome to Home Cooking Hacks. This is Tom. So Home Cooking Hacks is a place where you can come and learn how to do great things in the kitchen without a lot of gizmos and gadgets. So there's a couple of things in this world that are bothering me at times. The first is the poor health situation in this country. It's that we seem to, not only do we have high rates of obesity and high rates of diabetes, but we also just have a general grogginess, a general sickness that kind of gets in our way as people. And what is important for us is to first learn how to eat right so that we can live a better, more productive, and healthier life. And so the food I'm talking about, first, we as Americans eat out more than any other country and any other time in this country's history. We eat out more than we don't eat out, and it causes a lot of problems. Not because fast food's full of fat. That's actually not the problem. The problem is fast food is full of sugar, and fast food is full of preservatives, and fast food is full of a lot of other things. But what I want to teach you how to do is how to have some of the best food you've ever had in the comfort of your own kitchen without the second problem, and that's that even when we do cook at home in America, oftentimes we're cooking at home with processed, prepackaged foods. We go and we get mac and cheese and ramen noodles and rice sides and noodle sides and all these things that really give us a lot of challenges in that they're full of sugars, they're full of preservatives, they're full of artificial oils, artificial things, and we need to stop doing that. We need to learn how to cook at home again. If we as Americans simply come home and cook at home more often than we eat out, we will greatly reduce our disease in the country. But there's another issue. The other issue is that when we cook at home, we have to be cooking at home from real ingredients. We have to be eating real food. And so on this channel, I'm going to teach you how to do things like make bread homemade from raw ingredients and how to make homemade soups, homemade broths, just all sorts of things that we used to do as a country 100 years ago. And I'm going to help to fight the obesity and fight the general illness and the general grogginess of the country by teaching you what it's like to really eat real food. But there's a second point of this channel, and that is that I am a minimalist. And a minimalist is a person who really looks at and evaluates every item that they have. And everything that I own, there is a good reason why I own it. And I want to make sure that I keep true to that. But I do not want to have my house, in my kitchen in particular, full of all these gizmos and gadgets. And so I am going to teach you how to do things without having the latest seen on TV item or the latest smart appliance or all of these quote-unquote time-saving things that really take up a lot of our money and take up a lot of our time. In short, I want you to be intentional about living. When you are intentional about your money and you put yourself on a budget, you feel like you get a raise and you are far better off. When you are intentional about the food that you eat, you feel a whole lot better. You eat consciously. You don't just mindlessly stuff stuff into your face. You just eat consciously. When you are intentional about your entertainment, you can be present and truly there, not distracted by a phone or an application or an email, but really being present. And that's the core thing, is learning how to be intentional. So the part of being a minimalist is that I'm going to teach you how to do all of these great things in the kitchen without having the latest gadgets. Like, how do you carve open a pineapple without a pineapple core? Like, do you really need a pineapple core? No, you don't. Do we really need bread machines and all sorts of other things? No. You know, I got rid of, first I set out about 6 months ago to develop a challenge to figure out how I can do a lot of these good home cooking things without all the appliances. So I still have a lot of things. And I'm going to go through and do an early episode on this channel about minimizing my kitchen. Because I am in such a small kitchen where I am right now. Like, I have my refrigerators right here. This is my stove. My sink is right there behind me. I have I have a couple little cabinets. I have no drawers. I have no space, and I need to figure out how to make the best out of all of that. But as I move, and as a lot of people move, we don't need to be filling up all of our space with all these different gizmos and gadgets. But there's something else. Suppose you don't want to move around a lot. Well, maybe you should just save your money instead of buying all these gizmos and gadgets. Learn how to do real home cooking with real ingredients without all of this stuff. That is the purpose behind home cooking hacks. So, thanks for watching. Come on by for some more recipes. Let me know in any comments or any emails, any discussions, the types of things you'd like to see, and I'll see what I can do about figuring out how to do it with minimal equipment. So, with that being said, this has been Tom, and thanks for checking out Home Cooking Hacks, where we teach you how to do great things in the kitchen without a lot of gizmos and gadgets.